All right. Hi, everyone. This is Ryan Ham, editor of Dental Lab Products. I'm here today with Mike Brose, who's the Vice President of Sales for North America at Core 3D Centers. If you're not familiar with Core 3D, they're a digital partner for labs offering a variety of services and products to help labs really make the entrance into the digital age. Mike, thanks so much for being here today.
It's my pleasure, Ryan. Thanks very much for having me.
Today we're talking with Mike about Core 3D's upcoming webinar. The webinar will feature Randy Savanavong, a training expert at Core 3D, along with Mike, explaining why going digital is critical to your future, and then they're going to take some questions about the topic. So if you've got some questions and you're really curious about entering the digital workflow, this is going to be a great opportunity for you to come and really talk to experts and get your questions answered. If you check out the video description below, you can sign up for this free webinar. First, Mike, can you just kind of tell everyone what they can expect from the webinar?
Yeah, absolutely, Ryan. The whole purpose of the webinar is to really educate the dental labs out there with regards to what going digital means. The word digital is really thrown around like rice at a wedding, and it means different things to different people. And there's various points of entry. A lot of laboratories look at it and say, well, I need to get a scanner, and which scanner do I get? And other laboratories are in a position where they're not sure if they need a scanner, and we can certainly help educate them with regards to how they can participate in the digital world without a scanner.
Mm-hmm. Why do you feel like the webinar approach is a really good way to address some of those concerns?
I love webinars, Ryan. I just find that it's really non-invasive. You can participate from anywhere. If you've had a tough day at the laboratory and you're sitting down in your office, it's a great opportunity to get the information without having the additional travel hassles and expenses, and just a really nice format. And it's a discussion, really.
Yeah, great. In addition to yourself, obviously, it's going to feature Randy Savanavong. What, in your opinion, as his coworker, what does Randy bring to the table in terms of expertise that really dental labs can learn a lot from him?
Yeah, you hit the nail on the head. Randy is an expert. I mean, he's a great educator. He's a tremendous resource. He's been my go-to person for a number of years now, and just a really, really smart guy who's incredibly knowledgeable in all aspects of the digital arena. He understands scanners inside out and backwards, and he's the right guy to help educate the laboratory owners with regards to what scanners you need and how they can participate and how they can take better care of their doctors.
Mm-hmm.
He's great.
Yeah. One thing, there might be some labs watching right now thinking like, oh, that sounds great, but there's no way that I can afford to buy a scanner or, any other type of digital workflow item. What are you guys trying to do to help labs like that feel like they can't afford it either in time or finances or manpower or any of those factors? What are you guys doing to try to help those labs?
Yeah, that's an important point, Ryan. I mean, there's so many different scanners on the market, and a lot of the messaging has been put out there with regards to scanners that you need to have this or you've got to have this one. And the analogy that I like is if you're going to buy milk, you don't need a Lamborghini, but if you're hitting the racetrack, you don't want to be hitting it with a smart car. So really, we want to make sure that we're getting our dental laboratories set up with a proper scanner if they're looking at scanners, and make sure that they're able to completely fulfill the needs of their doctors and in their markets, and get them the tools that they need. If they're in a situation where they don't need a scanner, or for the reasons you described, be it finances or timing, the scanning technology is not appropriate for them at this time, we've got tools that we can help the different laboratories with. We have the digital on our end of things, and we can certainly take care of the needs of their doctors from our end of things as well. So really, it's just putting the round peg in the round hole and making sure that the dental laboratories have all the information that they need so that they can better serve their markets.
Great. You guys have titled this webinar, Why Going Digital is Critical for Your Future. Why is that? Why is going digital, in your opinion, so important to the future of the lab industry?
It really is essential, Ryan. If you look at the way that the industry is going, the last few years in particular have really been a rat race. So many of the new materials and new products that the dental community is asking for are digitally fabricated. We're entering a wide array of CAD/CAM products and services, and the market has moved to a great extent beyond the traditional gold and porcelain fused to metal restorations, and now the consumers are asking for these types of restorations. And I come from a lab background. I understand it's a tough go for a lot of laboratories to try and remain current and vital to their doctors and retain the business, because they have the relationships, and that's important. And we at Core3D, we have a network of over 1,600 laboratories worldwide that we partner with and help support so that they can remain viable and take good care of the doctors that have chosen to deal with them. And I just think it's really important. Laboratories are closing down each and every day, and it's a shame because it's a great profession, and there's help out there for the dental laboratories. They don't need to go that way.
Finally, how are you guys at Core3D Centers? How are you going beyond even these webinars to make sure that lab owners really are getting all of the education that they can get?
Yeah, offering, we have our wheel of capability with regards to milling, and that's important, but there's an additional piece to the puzzle. We really see the value in education and in helping our laboratories that Core3D milling centers are working with regards to education and giving you the tools to properly address the needs of your doctors. And we have Core3D Academy, which is a great resource out there for the dental laboratories to take courses, to take these webinars, and also additional training opportunities. We have a center in Las Vegas at CAPE where we're hosting a program March 14th and 15th, and also May 9th and 10th. And we're going to be coming to Canada as well in June of 2014. And these are great resources for the dental laboratory and for the dental technician to get proficient on the different options out there, to really understand if they're going to be in the scanning CAD component of things, how to really do the best job that they possibly can. So education for us, I think, is a huge differentiator and something that's essential for the dental laboratories out there.
All right, well, that's all the time we have for today. Mike, thanks again so much for being here today.
Again, Randy Savanavong is an expert who's going to walk you through everything that you need to know about why going digital is so important. And we really hope that everyone can participate, and we look forward to seeing everybody on the webinar.